Hello again, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. I'm Alex, or Vire, whichever you prefer. Let's continue on with the main story. Let's go tell Menphilia about how we got to talk to Mr. White Robes too. Wait, her father was part of the Alamegan resistance, but also an Imperial spy? So was he like a conscript, or what? Okay, a spy for the resistance behind Imperial Alliance. Got it. My breathing's a lot better now, but it's still a little bit labored. We're gonna go unlock Thorn March Extreme and tuck it away for later to do with the other extremes. And we'll check on our squadron since I didn't do that yet. Alright. Show me what their stats are right now. Or do I have to train? Okay. Everything's 40, 40, 40. Let's see. Cecily's got like 100 in mental. The Bard has like 100 in tactical. The Marauder's got like 100 in strength. And then the Thaumaturge there has mental. So what we need is strength and tactical to balance it out. Look at them doing push-ups. Oh, yeah. Come check on them again in an hour. Sometimes when my breathing's like this, I'm always afraid that when I go to sleep, I won't wake up. I should probably consider getting a fast-acting inhaler again. As much as it pains me to admit it. It would probably do a lot more help than harm. I wouldn't have to use it that often. I just have to keep track of when when it expires, and then Keeper of the Entwined Serpents. Oh, okay, so he escorted Kupla Cop. How about that? Wildwood version of folks escorted them. Seems legit. Let's go to more donuts. That leaves us with, 3 more primals to unlock the hard and extreme mode of, which we'll get to them in due time, as long as we progress with the main story. For now, let's enjoy looking at our new headquarters in the Rising Stones. I like the Rising Stones so much more than the Thaumaturge. Charlie and allies helping us out. Sexy, sexy. Ooh, Flamin at the bar. Seems legit. Was he just thinking about fucking Flamin? The horror, the horror. I guess Ida's tuckering Hoary Boulder out there. And made out of some really high quality stonework. That's for sure. Uh-oh. Crimson clad Ascian, that would look cool. Ochre, so like green, or puce. I wonder why the alternative term for Ascian is paragon. Kryl, where are you? That's the second mention of Kryl we've gotten in the 2.0 Realm Reborn style era. Her intercession was not foretold. Foretold? We dealing with some prophecy here? You object? We question. Our plans are in motion. Your intentions unclear. They survived the 7th Ardor and are stronger now in the gift. Does that not intrigue you? No. It does not. Serve as you will, so too shall I. We labor not at cross purposes. wisdom of his plan shall become apparent in time, when the veil is lifted from their eyes, and at long last they see. Whose plan? Damn vague-ass bad guys. And now I believe we start... What is this, 2.2? Or was this still in 2.1? Ah, I can't fucking remember. I think it's 2.2. I think there's about 20 quests per point segment, you know, so it's like 2.1 there's 20 quests, 2.2 there's 20 quests, 2.3 there's 20 quests, 2.4 there's 20 quests, 2.5 there's 20 quests. There's something around that, you know, amount. Alright, I'll go to Western Thanalan, why not? We just got away from there, too. It figures. Fufulupa. Are you fucking kidding me here? Why don't... Oh my god. This is the kind of thing that needs to be trimmed out. How hard would it have been for me to teleport here, talk to Y'shtola, and Y'shtola already got the word from him? Why the fuck was it necessary for me to walk the 20 feet to the Lalafell? The Lalafell tell me, oh shit, this is the info, now go tell Y'shtola. Like, what the fuck? How could they have not already had that conversation? That's the kind of thing that makes people turn off from quests. That was like literally a useless... I didn't get any lore, I didn't get any, you know, anything of value other than... I guess I got to talk to Fufulupa, but... he could have just as easily been incorporated with talking to... Y'shtola right off the bat.
Now then.
Sudden voice acting.
'Tis I. The situation may be more complicated than we anticipated.
Indeed, I shall remain watchful. Ere thou goest, another matter requireth thine attention. A young maiden, full eager to... Wherefore inquirest thou of her fairness? Very well. Be she damsel or devil, I shall direct her steps to Revenant's toll. Save thine insinuations for one given to such impropriety. Thou shalt not find me amenable.
Dankred basically asks Yurianche, is she hot? Answer, yeah, she is.
Far across the sea from the land of Domar have we traveled. We seek audience with the ruler of these lands. Who here speaks for you?
Fuck Kimmy, you can't talk to this guy who's literally right next to you, you fucking prick. Sorry, I'm not reading more dialogue. It's hard to read. It's hard to even think of commentary right now. Look, Ishtola is in minor gear. Cute. Oh, so they're, Serpent Reavers, huh? They probably took the crystals, huh? Will he? Why don't you tell him? You're gonna get there faster than I do. No. Yeah, I said I was gonna do this on my own time, but I do kind of want to show off getting an Atma. If I possibly can. I know they raised the drop rate tremendously, so... Ah, well. If they have me run through another fate while doing these quests, I'll try to show off getting an Atma on camera just so you can know what I'm doing when I reference it later, like, oh yeah, I farmed all the Atma off screen. Commentary on the stoic nod. I always love when JRPGs poke fun at themselves. We just couldn't get away from Vesper Bay. We literally just had a question about moving away from here, but then we have to go back and stick that question up our rear. Why am I late? Royal Promenade, huh? Or is it? He took a walk last night out in the rain, on the promenade. She said she loved me. whisper in my ear. I know what you're doing here, so come on, come on. Ain't no motive for this crime. Jenny was a friend of mine. She's got a tail, but it's a scaly tail. This is the patch where they started to tease us with another race. I think in the original data files they used the unique Makote head and put it underneath the veil she's wearing. Which is strange because, like, why? Like, why not just have you like the underdeveloped Ora head or something, you know? I guess it was so that that data miners couldn't spoil what the new race was going to look like. Even though I'm pretty sure they did that by the time the expansion was announced.
We have traveled some several thousand miles across the sea from the nation of Doma, in hopes that we might find sanctuary in these lands.
Sanctuary, Lady Yugiri?
Aye. Lying within Othard, Doma was under the dominion of the Garlean Empire, as I'm sure you are aware. When the War of Succession broke out in Garlemald, we espied an opportunity to free ourselves from the yoke of imperial oppression and took up arms. Only to be crushed. And so I gathered what few Domans escaped the reckoning and guided them hither to your shores.
Sounds
A War
legit.
of Succession? Then the Emperor... Forgive me. You said that Doma was under Imperial rule, did you not?
Doma is gone. Razed to the ground as an example to the other provinces.
Raised to the ground? What the fuck? Remember this for later.
12 have mercy. And your people?
On a ship anchored in Vesper Bay, flying borrowed colors. Many were complicit in the rebellion, or akin to those who were. They will not come ashore until I send word that it is safe to do so. I sought an audience with your rulers, but was summarily refused.
The lords of Ul'dah are not wont to entertain foreign refugees without suitable encouragement.
Mayhap I was foolish to expect otherwise, but our supplies run low and we have young ones in urgent need of care. I have seen the tents outside the gates, however. We are not the first to seek asylum, nor will we be the last.
Be that as it may, Ul'dah is no friend to Garlemald. Your tale would stir the hearts of many men and women here. The Sultana and the Syndicate will not be so easily swayed, but I shall see that you are granted an opportunity to plead your case.
This is within your power?
Well, far be it from me to boast, but I do have the ear of certain influential individuals.
I am in your debt.
Lady Yugiri, forgive me for observing, but your choice of attire seems like to evoke feelings of mistrust.
Men are wont to fear the unfamiliar. We know this from experience. We seek only to spare the people of Ul'dah unnecessary disquiet.
I shall defer to your experience, then.
I thank you for your understanding.
Man, imagine doing this, because she's an Ora, okay? She's a Rain Ora. Imagine doing this nowadays as a Rain Ora, and her being like, I gotta cover my face, because it'll freak people out. And it's
It
just
seems
like,
I have urgent business with the Flame, General. I leave our guests in your capable hands.
I wonder if they'll ever edit this quest due to that. The fact that you can just start as an Ora. You know, having been to Balmung quite a lot, it's always weird to come into the quicksands and see it like completely empty. Because on Balmung, it's like always chock full of ERPers and normal RPers and RPers of all types, lurkers, rabble rousers, you name it. You know, I don't think she ever wears the chainmail feet ever again. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure later on, whenever she changes her clothes. I think after this next cutscene, I'm gonna have to stop. Rest. Ew, to let you out of Leggy.
Yugiri of Domar, I'm honored to meet you at last, Your Grace. To mark this auspicious occasion, I should like to present to you the finest treasures our humble nation has to offer. Alas, the circumstances which have brought me here today have divested me of both time and dignity. I come before you as a pauper in direst need of aid, to request that you grant my people asylum.
I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, welcome you to our city. Be at ease, Lady Yugiri.
I hate you.
Although I myself have heard the tale of your misfortune, I would
Yeah, shut up.
As you wish, Your Grace. For many years, my nation, Domar, suffered under the yoke of imperial rule, and my people yearned to be free. Thus, when a war of succession broke out in Garlemald, we sought to take advantage of the chaos and reclaim our liberty. Alas, our enemy proved less preoccupied than we had hoped, and our rebellion was put down in the most brutal fashion.
Those who survived, how many do they number?
More than 200 souls huddle within the cramped confines of our own galleon's hold. Yet this figure accounts for but one of a number of ships which escaped the purge. It is my hope that you will allow us all to dwell within your walls. Should that prove unfeasible, however, I humbly ask that you accept as many of my people as your resources allow. Pray understand, we do not beg a boon, but propose instead an arrangement. We would serve as soldiers or tradesmen until our debt is repaid.
What are the Syndicate's opinions on this matter?
Probably trash.
I, for one, think it's a marvelous idea. Lady Yugiri and her people strike me as an industrious lot, and there are parts of the city which have yet to be fully restored. If they are willing to work, I see no reason not to let them.
The head of the Mirage Trust is not known for his generosity. He sees profit in this.
I agree. That said, these are foreign refugees. To admit them would require a formal resolution. Shall we call a vote?
I wonder who that hardened Hellsguard Rogadine is.
The law is the law.
Lord Lolorito?
Tell me, are you blind or willfully ignorant? Even now, our streets are choked with the displaced victims of the Calamity and Alamigan refugees. They live hand to mouth, subsisting on aid provided by the immortal flames, the cost of which grows ever higher. The wealth of Ul'dah is not without limits, my friends. And need I remind you that these refugees are prone to violence and criminal activity? You have all read the reports, I think. Without homes or employment, it is only a matter of time before men grow desperate and take that which they imagine has been unjustly denied them. Yet, knowing this, you would have us swell their ranks. Mayhap you think the brass blades and the flames are not hard-pressed enough?
Some say the chairman of the East Aldenard Trading Company passes Gil thrice daily. This may explain how he came to be the wealthiest man in Ul'dah. Or it may simply be that he's ruthless beyond reckoning.
Surely the Sultanate can support the...
Shut up.
I move.
Shut up.
What were your words that
Sorry.
day?
My hatred for Nanamo all
Ah,
Namo.
yes. The law is the
It's
law.
overwhelming.
And so our visitors remained in Little Alamigo. Mayhap our wise and benevolent Sultana would be so good as to enlighten us as to which other of our laws should not be upheld.
Mind your tongue, Lolorito.
My lord, I share your concern for the welfare of our great nation, but we must endeavor to take a longer view. You know as well as I that people can be a resource still more precious than gil.
Precious or not, they were never yet so reliable. And unlike those who frequent your establishment, I have no desire to gamble with my future. Ulda's greatest asset is, and has ever been, her material wealth. We risk this at our peril. One need only look to Teleji Adeleji's example for evidence of the danger in allowing sentiment to dictate policy. How far the vaunted Mirage hath fallen, both in repute and profitability, since he began employing refugees.
How I choose to conduct my affairs is not your concern, my lord.
A proposal has been tabled. Given its urgency, I move we forego further debate and call a vote. To accept the Doman refugees or not. Those in favor, I bid you remain. Those opposed, I bid you leave.
That would be a majority.
Would that it were with
Sorry,
the
I'm an
consent
ineffectual
of the-
leader, bitch.
I understand, Your Grace. And I...
The nerve of the man! If that bastard had not forsaken the eastern trade route, Little Alamigo would now be thriving. Oh, that you should have traveled so far under such dire circumstances, only to be refused in this manner is utterly unconscionable. Pray, accept my sincerest apologies.
Fuck you. You just want to exploit her.
Now that the Empire no longer poses an immediate threat, they see little reason to maintain the pretense of unity. The Monitorists have grown especially defiant of late. Lord Lolorito most of all. But this is neither the time nor place for that discussion.
Alright, well. We'll pick up here next time. Thanks for watching if you did. Sorry, I haven't been commenting more. Stay safe out there and have a good day.